Pete, you take a look at the trade details here, and it's kind of, how would you describe the swap? A lot of people think that the Eagles got the better end of this thing.
They fleeced them. I think this is.
So why would the Saints do it?
Look, they might be trying to get a left tackle and another position here, a wide receiver, but I don't understand the whole mechanism of the thing. They got fleeced. Unless they're going to try and move up to go get one of the top quarterbacks, which I can't see them doing. They do need a quarterback. Let's be real. I mean, they were trying to get Deshaun Watson. They were looking at other guys. And when you look up.
Do you consider this, because you have him taking Desmond Ridder.
I think Desmond Ridder's better than Malik Willis.
Do you consider this, though? Would you call this trading up for a quarterback? Would this fit that bill?
No, I'm talking about if they took 2 more picks, took these 2 picks and went to go get one of the other guys. And that's why I sent that tweet out saying if you trade up to go get one of those 2 guys, you're making a major mistake. But if you stay here, now that you're here, and you take Ridder, and then you can get another piece with your other pick, then I understand that. I think, and I'm in the minority on this, but you know me, I'll stick my neck out for guys, Josh Allen, Mills, Davis Mills. I was, ahead of the curve on those 2. I'm ahead of the curve on this one. I think Ridder is better than Malik Willis.
Did you hear that, Ryan? He stuck his neck out for Davis Mills last year. Those are Pete's words.
I did. I was one of the few.
A long neck Davis Mills who won the 3rd round. Way to go, Pete. You took one. You really went out on a limb on that
If
one.
he was in this draft, he'd be the first. Hey, Ryan, if he was in this draft, he'd be the first quarterback taken. The first, ahead of all those other guys.
Absolutely, because this quarterback class, as we've noted several times over the course of the last 8 months, is not very good. But I'll just have one question for you about Desmond Ridder, who I love. When we spoke with him at the Combine, you made fun of me for falling in love with all those guys. He is a leader among leaders, and he had a lot to do with Cincinnati's success. But, Pete, his accuracy issues are troubling if you're going to take him among the first 32 picks. So how are you reconciling that with taking him in the middle of the first round?
I don't think his accuracy issues are that bad. I'm going to give you a couple examples. I'm going to go back to the Alabama game where everybody said he played awful in that game. Terrible, right? There was a play where he read the field right, had a touchdown, had Pierce beat the corner in a man move, and it was batted down to the line of scrimmage. He had 6 passes batted down at the line of scrimmage in that game. 6. His offensive line wasn't very good. I think his accuracy is better than you think. I think he anticipates, he reads the field. And here's the other thing. Ryan mentioned it. In talking to people leading up to this draft and talking to scouts and personnel people and coaches I respect, they say Ridder commands. When he walks in, he commands it. And that's what you want from your quarterback. You don't want a mealy-mouthed quarterback. You want a guy who's going to walk in.
Who would be a mealy-mouthed quarterback?
There's been plenty of them.
Name one of them?
Well, I mean, there's some people who think Tua is mealy-mouthed. So take it for what it's worth.
I like how you don't say that you think he is. You said, well, some people think he is. That's Pete Prisco for you. Let's move to 7. Saints also have 2 picks now in the top 20. You had him going Desmond Ridder at 16. At 19, you're getting Desmond Ridder and Jameis Winston. Some help here at the wide receiver position, and Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Ryan, you had him in your top 10 in your latest mock.
I love Garrett Wilson. Pete noted it's sort of weird. Why would you do all this trading around to get Desmond Ridder and then get a wide receiver that you probably could have gotten one if you'd stayed pat? But whatever, that's a conversation for another time. But I love the idea of Garrett Wilson coming in there. We have no idea what's going on with Mike Thomas and his future in New Orleans. They need desperately some wide receivers, and this is automatic offense for Jameis Winston or whoever's under center by the time the season ends. He is electric. He told us at the Combine that Chris Olave, his team at Ohio State, was faster than he was. Garrett Wilson timed just a tenth of a second faster in the 40, but he played faster consistently when you watched him over the course of last season. And he reminds me, in terms of his athleticism and playmaking ability, of Odell Beckham at his best. And I think that fits into exactly what that Saints offense gives you. And I just wonder if perhaps they had taken offensive linemen instead of Des Ridder. Does that suddenly transform an offense that has some big gaping holes, and that offensive line remains a hole if you don't draft one here?
What are you doing, trading up to draft Penning? I mean, I'm not doing that. Are you trading up to draft Trevor Penning? I wouldn't do that. That's why it's a little weird.
No, I wouldn't trade at all.
Well, you wouldn't have traded. I wouldn't have traded either. But they clearly are trading up with something in mind, whether it's to draft a tackle and a receiver and tackle, or to package those picks and go up and get a quarterback they like. They have something in mind because they gave away the farm to go up and do what they did.
Let's move on to pitch.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.